Cody, I'm not gonna lie. It might be time to hit up Arn Anderson and look into that Glock, because it's like the third or fourth time you got packed up in front of your own tour bus. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, Drew beat that butt up, man. Left you bloody again. First it was The Rock, then it was Kevin Owens, now it's Drew. And then he had the nerve to spin the block in the car and say, "Yo, see you at War Games." Like, nah. Drew gotta go. He talked this talk later in the show. We're gonna get to that, but like, you know, I mean, Survivor Series War Games. I needed this to be on site. Don't even worry about anyone else. Just straight 1-on-1. I ain't worried about none. Calling the ISO. You know what I mean? On some Kobe. Hey. Yeah, like straight ISO 1-on-1. Cause Drew gotta go. But Division opened up the show. Paul Heyman does his usual yapping, yada yada yada. Logan Paul comes out. He apparently had like notes on his wrist. I don't know if that was like on purpose, like the 5 things he wanted to talk about, or he was actually like struggling with something. I don't know. It's probably on purpose, but he had on his wrist, on his hand. He gets cut off. Usos come out. Then we get the Cody theme. Cody's theme start playing. He's like, "Yo, where Cody? What are you doing? What's going on?" And that's when we cut to him getting packed up. Tragic. But, you know, nice little opening segment. Nothing crazy. It come back around during the John Cena tournament. So, we'll get to that. Then we had the U.S. Open Challenge. It was accepted by J.D. McDonough. Theme still sucks, but it is what it is. Another good match. Nothing real crazy. And then we had a little backstage segment between Charlotte and Rhea. They're getting over each other, you know, squashing their little mini beef. But like, you know, I have this little sneaky feeling that Charlotte's gonna turn heel at Survivor Series. I don't know what it is. They keep saying, yeah, we're all together, people that I can trust. And Charlotte is not trustworthy. She's not. In the main event, might as well talk about it while I'm talking about here. They come to the ring, you know what I'm saying? They say, "Oh, there's people I can trust. There's a 5th member that I can trust. It's AJ Lee." She comes out, and then Team Heel comes out from behind, beats him up. AJ comes for the save, then Becky comes out of nowhere, just boom. And that's your little 5-on-5 Women's War Games. I don't got a problem with it. I think it started off a little rocky for me personally. But then they did the, you know, continuity with Charlotte and Rhea not really getting, I see an eye to eye, and that's when it started clicking a little bit more. Still don't know how I feel about that, especially the addition of AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. Kind of just feels there just to have a 5th member on each team. Doesn't really feel cohesive. But maybe they'll fix that over the next, you know, Monday and next week's SmackDown. But probably not. But we'll see. But then we had the John Cena tournament. We had Bronson Reed versus Melo. Shenanigans galore at the end. A whole bunch of Logan Paul got involved. Braun Breaker got involved. The Usos, Cody, he came out, packed up Bronson Reed. Melo won via count out. So Melo's fighting Gunther next week, and oh boy, he might just be missing because he's about to get packed up next week. But shout out Melo, right? I'm glad he got the win. But then after the match, Cody gets a mic. He's talking his talk. He's like, "Yo, Drew, it's on site. I thought I was done. Apparently I'm not. It's on site. Love to see it." And then Brock, he's like, "Yo, Brock, remember the last time you were here, I beat you up twice in a row. Come on now." So, talking this talk. Love to see it. And then we had the other John Cena tournament match, Penta versus Finn. You know, silent match, nothing too crazy. Penta comes out with the win. It is what it is. Right backstage, we got a Julius sighting for like 5 seconds. It wasn't nothing crazy. He was just, "Hey, I'm here looking for Chelsea Green. Maybe we'll get a rematch. Maybe we don't. We probably will. Probably gonna have her lose again and then have her do whatever they wanted to do, right?" And then we got the Sammy backstage promo, and it's like, you know, it's such an odd assortment of talent. You know, it's kind of just, what does the Motor City Machine Guns have to do with anything? Where did they come from? What is the Motor City Machine Guns and Shinsuke and Ray Phoenix and Sammy? It's kind of odd, but I get it. They kind of just put it together. I don't know what they're doing with the Wyatt 6, what's going on there. I do wish they could have just did the Wyatt 6 and versus that be the Survivor Series thing. But I don't know. Maybe they'll do an interference and they'll have a match at, I don't know, Saturday's main event, Royal Rumble, a random SmackDown. Who knows? But they're having a Survivor Series style match on SmackDown and not on Survivor Series. Like, it's no harm. Just put it on the show. It doesn't need to be too long. He can get eliminations like back to back. You know, give him like 20-25 minutes. That should be long enough. But I don't know. It is what it is. I don't book the shows. Yeah. I think that's everything. I think then was the main event. Oh, one more match. We had Fraction versus DIY. It was enjoyable. And overall, SmackDown, it was cool. I'm not gonna lie. The first hour kind of felt a little slow. Like, it was kind of just like 2 segments. But the second half of the show started to pick it up a little bit. I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't as good as last week. I think last week was way better, but I enjoyed the SmackDown. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You're down there, drink water. Have a great day. Bye.